Hello and welcome to the Wolf. No lies.
No,
No, it's
no name change.
No, we're not. But it's got a doggo.
Wolf.
I won this at a War Machine event.
It's a war machine.
War machine.
What's a War Machine? It's a game. It's a miniature game.
About war machines.
It's
Oh, really?
actually as well steampunk ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It's essentially it was Warhammer Hordes because it's two games,
Yeah.
different rule systems, but they can be played together. And it was Breast Cancer Brawl a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I won this in the raffle. And it's not for War Machine or Hordes. It's for Guild Ball, which I don't play anymore. Not
But
saying
it's very nice.
it is very nice, and it's getting used now
Mm.
because we needed something a focal point, which is
Nice doggo.
The doggo.
actually I just realised that is pretty close, really. Yeah.
Oh, probably is.
Yeah.
Is that intentional?
No, not when I win it. Anyway, welcome to the Karma Kraken.
Hello.
Hello.
We have around the table with us,
And
I'm Tiny.
and the Dark Pebble known as Simon. That's my new nickname,
The dark pebble.
the Dark Pebble. The Pebble. At least it's not the Dark Pebble dashing.
Oh,
that would be wrong.
that's very wrong.
Anyway, we're at Karma Kraken.
Mhm.
Okay, back Karma cards,
Yes.
and we're here to talk about geeky shiz.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
Spider-Man on PS4 came out.
No. I've seen some good gameplay of that though.
Oh yeah, I have it though.
I've seen a lot of bad gameplay of it
Really.
as well, yeah. People getting stuck inside of buildings and not being able to get out. That was my funniest one I've seen. Someone stuck inside of the building. They could see the world around them, interact with
Sounds like an office worker, that doesn't
They
it?
couldn't get out. It's like working in the office all over again.
PTSD coming back. But anyway, as we're here to do some geeky talk, we've got a few things to talk about today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might actually split this into two videos because we've got an unboxing to do as well.
Ooh, exciting. First news I want to bring up is the Conquest 2 is out yesterday, the
Yeah.
magazine.
Yeah, it got delayed by a week, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
it is out now.
If you can find it.
If you
Yeah.
can find it.
Yeah, it's $3.99.
$4.99.
$4.99.
Alright.
Just call it a $5
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
then it'll be $7.99 after weekly.
weekly.
I thought the next one was reduced as well.
Nope,
No.
$7.99.
It's if you subscribe, the third one is free.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know
If you
that.
subscribe, issue 3 is free, but after that it is $7.99 a week.
Yeah, it's a bit out of our price range, sadly. You're thinking about it, aren't you, Simon?
I am.
Yeah.
And if GW is. No,
Really?
obviously I do want to get it, and as we're doing this weekly, we might as well review it weekly.
Yeah.
I'm just having a quick look at it again.
You do get a lot of stuff for your money.
I think you get clippers in this one, which I might.
No, it's dice.
Is it dice? I thought it was
You get
Clippers are part of subscription.
you get 3 Plague Marines, a pot of Nurgle Green,
Mm.
and 6 dice because it's starting to teach you how to play the game as well.
Yeah, it's got like a quite cool section, sort of like paint, play, and something else.
Law.
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 History.
You get clippers if you subscribe.
Yeah.
When you subscribe, the first delivery gives you plastic glue, clippers, and a mold line remover.
What?
A mold line remover.
So you know when you take the models off the screw, sometimes they have like excess flash from the
Oh yeah, I
process.
was shaving that off with like a blade or something.
Yeah,
Like
this
you
just makes it easy. It's like sandpaper on a little stick.
I think you get like a holder as well, don't you?
Paint holes are like the
What the
delivery aids.
Yeah, well,
the inverted butt plug.
that.
Anybody who has seen one will know exactly what I'm on about.
Well, because I was trying to paint one today, and my finger cramped so badly after like 5 minutes. So
I was told the best way to paint models is you attach them to corks,
oh,
and then you
yeah,
can hold them around.
yeah.
I attached my Wolf Lord to a cork and put a paintbrush to him, and he just snapped off the cork. I'm like, okay.
I got told blue tack it to an old paint pot.
It was easier when they had the, well, I suppose they still do, but the metal ones, they had like a flash on the bottom to put them in slot boxes.
Yeah.
And you could hold them with anything really, like pliers, a vice, anything.
Mm.
But now the best way of doing it is, if you have the time and patience for it, is drilling a hole into them, getting a rod, which you can get from any hobby supply thing. You insert it into the hole, super glue it in essentially, drill the hole down into a cork or something,
Yeah.
and then just hold it like that, and then it won't fall off.
Yeah.
Or you use the
I
GW holder.
Yeah, I just buy the holder.
Yeah, just buy the holder. or get one as a free gift as part of Conquest.
Or you might be able to find a third party somewhere.
To paint the models for you.
That as well. I know a guy.
I know a guy as well. Should we give him juice or not?
I know a different guy though.
Alright.
I know who I believe probably is a better painter.
Them fighting words.
Broadside.
But doesn't do as much work as the other.
I would love to be able to be a painter and just get away with it. But I'm shit at painting. Mainly because I don't have the willpower to do it.
I'm terrible. I can't paint.
So next, Warhammer Monopoly. What are your thoughts?
Moving on.
Well, it's definitely a game about heresy.
I sent you that picture in the first. You were not the person I expected to go heresy to it, really. But yeah, Warhammer Monopoly, in the same vein as
Every other Monopoly.
yeah. I need to zoom in on that picture because I want to see what some of the names of the places are. Is it like Heretic Alley or Skull Throne?
Well, I would assume they're going to probably base it in what? Some kind of sector of space.
Is Chesterley Street like what?
Well, Chesterley Street could be one. We never know with them.
Oh, it's not called. There's like the glory thing instead of the community chest sort of thing. I can't really make out any of the names of the other.
But it looks more like the traditional one rather than the Star Wars Monopoly that got released the other year, which was not Monopoly.
The jail is the same picture on a normal Monopoly board.
Well, yeah, it's universal. Jail is jail.
Yeah, but they missed an opportunity there. They could have like acroflagellants or something.
So we're gonna get it and review it for the channel.
Maybe begrudgingly.
I'm still waiting, and I would love for them to make Monopoly Legacy Edition. That would be fun.
How would that work?
I don't know. I'm not a legacy designer, but if someone can design Monopoly Legacy, we'll review it happily. Especially if it's campaign based. My word, making a campaign. That would be amazing.
So what you're saying, not Monopoly at all?
No Monopoly at all. It starts as Monopoly and then ends as something totally different.
Should we go get Civilization for you? The thing is, it's meant to be out around about Christmas time, and next month, October, there is a game out from GW that I really want to play and review on the channel called Speed Freaks.
All right, yeah.
Imagine Mad Max with Space Orcs.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It's pretty much quite literally you build your little racing things.
Yeah.
You don't race, you just smash into each other.
Yes. Derby.
Oh!
Kind of like that game we played at the expo.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Fury Road? No, it wasn't Fury Road. That's the name of the film. Hell's Highway.
That sounds familiar.
Something like that.
I think there was one there of that name, but we played the other one.
Oh,
no. Hell's Highway 666. The other one we didn't play, wasn't it?
the other one we didn't play, which I think had the cooler name.
Yeah.
But I can't remember it. So.
And cool models. I really like some of their models. I wish I'd bought some, but money permitting. I also really want to play Gretchen.
Gretchen's. It's where you're tiny little
Green guys.
riding around in carts.
Oh, that looked good, that.
Imagine the Blue Man Group, but
Yes.
on cars.
Is that where you build the cars as well?
Yeah, the cars are made out of
they're like little push-fit
standees.
cardboard things.
Yeah.
And essentially you've got a deck and you put them out in front of you and that's what's happening, and it can like be hazards or it restricts the... it restricts the... Yeah.
The road.
I love how you just...
I like how we all sat there going, we know, we live on one.
You just like... Welcome to Karma Kraken. And the dog just appeared in the camera.
Yeah.
Hi! But yeah, Monopoly... We could just play normal Monopoly on the channel, really, couldn't we?
Has anyone ever done that? It's like...
I don't know, but it would
I'm
be
sure
interesting.
somebody has.
Obviously, we'd need to introduce the most important house rule.
No, carry on. I've got an idea there.
Yeah, because the most important house rule is the first person that goes bankrupt ends the game.
No,
Yeah.
you play till 3 AM shouting at each other.
I'm going to bed. I'm losing.
We'll do the drinking game version, but we also have to do it in the guise of a D&D character.
Oh.
I might need a lighter.
So if anyone would like to donate a copy of Monopoly, they don't mind being burned.
Or defecated on.
Oh dear.
But moving on.
Right.
Moving on.
Opus 7, Simon. Go.
Opus 7's coming out soon. Yay. I've fallen a little bit out of love with. No, I haven't fallen out with Final Fantasy. I still love Final Fantasy. It's a brilliant card game, and I wish more people played it.
Mm.
I'm biting my tongue right now, but Opus 7 is on the horizon. Noctis is finally a card! Sorry, Bilbo, I was like crushing your skull there. After 7 sets, they're finally putting Final Fantasy 15 in the game. We haven't seen what he does, but he's there. And there's new priest. And after Opus 6, I was tempted just to go, yeah, no, I'm not going to bother anymore, but I might pick up Opus 7. We might do the pre-release and show off the new cards.
Yeah.
But the pre-release kit is £32. There's 6 packs in the deck box. And a promo card.
Oh, promo card.
The deck box looks nice.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the £32.
I was going to say, for the packs, the deck box, and the thing, it's probably cheaper just to buy a deck box and 6 boosters.
Yeah, it's an anniversary deck box for 2 years. They're celebrating that they survived 2 years.
That tells you a lot about a card game that has to celebrate a 2-year victory.
Some of the cards that I've seen look interesting. I haven't been keeping up that much with it, but I keep an eye out. We might do some more coverage of Final Fantasy. I might actually put decks back together and play a few games.
Yeah.
But
have
not
cards.
Yeah, you do have cards.
I've got a lot of cards.
I gave you a lot of cards.
You gave me all the ones where you had like 6 million of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll build a deck, and then I never got around building the deck.
I didn't get it. I played at the expo. I just didn't.
You
get
had
it.
a bad teacher at Expo.
She was a really bad teacher at Expo.
Poor girl.
She won't know.
Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much my piece on Opus 7. Keep your eyes to the channel. I think we said in the last video we want to do some more Destiny stuff as well, don't we?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, that's we do.
I want to do this. Well, the primary thing that I want to do at the moment is destroy all of my decks and restart from the beginning, because I don't know what my decks are doing.
I have 3 decks, incomplete. I've got 2 Rex Blasters for some reason.
You're not even running anything that uses them.
Technically, no, can't I?
No.
I could put them in the Pod Racer deck, but they wouldn't do anything.
Well,
Yeah.
Just discard for reroll.
But yeah, Destiny. But we don't know how much time we're going to have on the horizon with Keyforge coming out, whenever that comes out.
It's looking more like it's coming closer over the horizon.
Yeah. FFG are releasing more and more tidbits of the factions, so yeah, that's a good sign.
There was, I don't know whether any of you've seen it, but there was a buyer's guide released for it for Team Covenant. They did a buyer's guide video, and they managed to make it like 10-15 minutes long. I can sum it up for you, which is you can buy a pack and you can play forever.
You can buy a pack and you can play for it. Yeah,
that's it. That's pretty much how it kind of boils down to. You could buy a starter set, get the tokens, or use the tokens from any other game you have.
There's something coming up in when we do the unboxing of the game. In the rulebook, they show you these are your measuring sticks that are supplied with the game. Those measuring sticks never appear in the actual book, like physically. They have their own acrylic print, laser cut ones, and you're like, cool, yeah, you might as well show your bling off, but but when people are getting your boxes and you're opening them up and going, yeah, oh, theirs is better. do they sell them? Oh no, it's a third party. But I don't know. They might sell them. If they do sell them, then that's fine.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
What else?
Owly Tribe.
Owly
Oh,
Tribe,
Want to take
yes.
that one, marketing manager?
Yes,
Lord of Acquisitions.
Lord Acquisition.
Oh, no.
So, this
It is
morning
now.
there was a post on the UK board game trading sites for asking for UK YouTubers and bloggers to review a game. We've put our name down forward and we've secured a prototype copy
Oh, I thought you'd gone off to like you'd actually search these people out, going, "Hi, we're professional YouTubers, top class. We are totally professional. At no point, at any point, will we try and steal your car."
That's for the second one. We'll do that for the second one. But for the first one, it was just I was scrolling through and I was like, oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
So we've got it's all booked in. We're getting a copy. I'll ask the guy whether he wants it back or not. Depending on how good the game is, he may or may not get it back.
What is the premise, or have you?
From what I've seen, the quick reads of the details, it is a dice rolling area control game. So you are rolling some dice, which are your warriors. You assign the values to a warrior to use their power. Then you assign those dice to various battlefields. Person with the most points in that battlefield wins, claims a totem, which builds up their totem pole until eventually they become the leader of the tribe.
You are missing the major point, though. All your warriors are owl people.
Yes, everyone is an elf.
This sounds like very much my kind of game.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can keep your card games. I'm a card gamer.
It's dice rolling,
Yeah.
it's assigning, so worker placement with an area control. It's very Eurogamey from the
Yeah.
description. And we'll go on with that.
Yeah. We'll do an unboxing and then we'll give it a go.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we'll give it a go. Obviously, the one that we're getting is a prototype version, so it won't be the finished product, which obviously will be in the review video anyway. But it is going on Kickstarter as well.
It is going on Kickstarter. Before we do quickly move on, I just want to say if anybody is watching this and would like us to do reviews of their games, ignore Ant's comment. we will happily do it and give you a review. We'll do whatever you want, and then we'll review your game. But we're happy to do that. And to be honest, we're going to keep getting games, even old games, and review them. I think we said last week there's loads of games that were on our list to play.
There is.
And on that note, fingers crossed, we're going to start recording Dark Souls this Sunday.
Ooh.
And we'll start actually putting up videos for it.
Ooh, very nice.
The first few videos might be me pulling my hair out and throwing it at the camera, but
we'll get baby steps. Baby steps.
That's the Dark Souls experience, isn't it? I'm expecting at least 120 comments saying "get good," all from Ant. But yeah, that's that.
Yes.
Speaking of Kickstarter.
Yeah, so the Starcadia Quest Kickstarter has finally ended. So I need a new purpose in life at the moment.
I've seen the shrine that you've built with your own toenails.
I have. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
You could have built a shrine from the models you've got in there.
So to basically finalize it all off, there was the retailers and the Chinese backers.
That's weird every time you say that.
I know, it just seemed a bit weird that Chinese backers got their own mini campaign, but it was to help save them on shipping costs. Because their shipping costs were going to be phenomenally through the
Why
roof.
couldn't they just sort of add shipping costs after?
That's what they do, but it was going to be like double, triple the price. I don't know why.
Because they can't find the Great Wall's door, so they have to go over it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or the really long way around. So they've...
It's those Mongols that keep instructing. God damn it, Mongols!
So as a result, we got the retailers and the Chinese backers in the last, must be about 10 hours or so, their stretch goals they unlocked came out, which brought in with it I don't know how they're getting away with it, but the Star Wars Stormtroopers campaign, which is called Thrawn Troopers. How are you getting away with this? And
Until Disney gets hold.
And the Zenith Invasion and their campaign, which is aliens. They're xenomorphs. Pure, unadulterated. They look like xenomorphs. They're facehuggers. They're xenomorphs. There's a xenomorph queen.
I'm gonna have to have a look at this again.
Just red or something, isn't she though?
I think they're painted it up red. They've obviously got to paint it to look different, but the models are. It's a chibi.
Alright, I'm
queen.
looking at this right now.
Sounds no chibis off.
It is a beautiful model.
I really want a sleeve of like chibi characters.
And obviously we got a lot of extra characters, a lot of campaign on it. There's a lot of the monsters are now going to be heroes as well, and with that, I will, when it arrives, which is about 8-9 months.
It's like a baby.
It is a baby. It was an expensive baby, which won't cost me any more afterwards, so that is fine. Aside from
That's what
shipping.
you think.
I already said this was like when's the next one?
When's the next one? Usually they do it every year, every 2 years, depending. But you know, they'll probably go straight to release. They did with Kick-Ass. That was meant to be a Kickstarter, but then they cancelled the Kickstarter campaign, went straight to retail.
Oh, I forgot they did that. Yeah.
Yeah, they announced it as a big announcement at the end of one of the campaigns. Going, we're going to do the Kick-Ass Kickstarter.
I always say I'm not a miniatures player, but then I love Arcadia Quest.
It's because it's not a miniatures game. It's a game with miniatures.
That's probably why I like it so much.
Yeah. So with that, when it arrives, I will be adjusting some solo rules I've found. I can't remember the guy's name, but I will credit him next week and show the rules, which is for Arcadia Quest Solo, which I'm going to do a campaign of solo, and then I'm also going to adapt those rules when it arrives, unless he beats me to it, to doing Starcadia Quest Solo.
I do just want to say that all we can see of you is like your fingers just sort of going.
All
right. My criticism is they are xenomorphs. There's no way you can get around
I think
that.
they've got like a fatter head, possibly. More
It's cheating.
instead of like.
And they look good.
Mm-hmm.
They look
Those
better painted.
Throne troopers, though.
Yeah. Lieutenant Plasma, Lord Dusk, and an ATEST. It's called something else, but it's an ATEST.
Yeah. And I don't particularly like the look of them. Then again, I'm not a massive fan of a lot of models in here.
But we've got like Mal and which one is it?
Zoe.
Zoe. It's because she's called Chloe in this campaign.
So no clues there for you.
No clues at all. And he's not even called Mal in this. It's called something else.
Jolly Jack, Krabby Meg, Wet Willie.
We also got with it the Boba Fett type character who looks pretty much like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But he's called like Jumping Jimmy or something like that.
There's a character called Major Tom, and I'm very disappointed in him.
Well, you see, the actual campaign for the base pledge would call Space Oddities.
Right.
So this is like all a very big nod to David Bowie.
Oh, it's a woman. For a second there, I thought that was Ziggy Stardust, but no, it's a woman.
No, it looks very similar to Ziggy Stardust, but no, the proper David Bowie model is in Arcadia Quest.
Yeah. From
Labyrinth as well, with the crutch.
I was just going to say, does it have the crutch in?
It does. Prominent.
Right. So, before we sink any more time into stacking, it'll be back next week, folks.
It will be back next week.
Again.
With pictures.
We probably should have. The Horizon Zero Dawn game is going still. I haven't checked to see what ridiculous prices it's raised, but
I looked occasionally, but I've not seen. There's a lot of add-ons, I think, for it. You get a lot of content for your purchase as well.
Yeah.
The first purchase gives you the base game, 2 of the expansions, or is it 3? 2 of the expansions, and the third one you have to pretty much pay more for. But then the big bosses you have to pay more for, and now I'm doing it. We need some glow sticks. That was a musical interlude for the video. That's a recurring theme. I haven't. Unstable Unicorns ends tomorrow?
In 22 hours.
22 hours from recording this video.
Yeah.
Get on it, guys. By the time this video goes up, it's probably too late.
Yeah, well, it ends on Thursday the 14th, probably roughly Friday even, because today is the first day.
Today is the first day.
So on Friday the 14th, which is an alright kind of day.
Slightly better. It's a climb up.
The weather will be probably moist.
Yeah, that's finishing in 22 hours, and I'm probably going to jump on it.
Yeah, it's going to be one of them late ones.
Just
jump
do
on.
it.
$49 for the 2.
$49 for the 2, and they are purely Kickstarter exclusive.
Yeah.
And as a special treat to you guys, we're actually going to play a game on Unstable Unicorn after this and record it.
Yes. Yeah.
Land at some point.
And I will destroy you all with unicorns.
Yeah, it's too good, this game.
I've only played it once. But I actually did manage to just nerf both of you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you play this game? Oh, you need this. Oh, I'll do this then. Bastard.
Strategic bastard.
Anything else?
Nope, I think that's.
That's pretty much.
X-Wing 2.0 is out today.
Yeah.
So go give that some love. I know 1 or 2 people are really excited for it.
Yeah.
It's always been a good game. It's always been a solid game. It needed a second version. Some people will disagree with me right there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really play much of the first version, so.
The models were good.
Models are
Yeah.
nice.
There's a new Millennium Falcon out,
Ooh.
which is from Solo,
Oh.
which is probably the only good thing coming out.
I've still not seen it. So.
Still not seen it.
No.
And we
No,
call ourselves Star Wars fans.
You especially.
Well, that's why we call ourselves Star Wars fans.
Ooh, the shade.
The only beef I have with it is that for 50% of the cast, you feel no fear about them at all. You know they survive. So
This is
there's
where Han
no
Solo gets
danger.
killed and gets replaced by Harrison Ford.
You know what I mean? There's no danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chewie's on the train, he's going to hit a rock. Yeah, he might hit the rock, he might break an arm. Yeah, it'll be fine. Bounce back.
Apparently doing film reviews now as well.
Yeah,
Well,
apparently.
you know.
apparently.
It
Trying to-
deserves it.
Trying to think. There was something else released yesterday, but I'm not going to spoil it because for the unboxing.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
There's a
I'm
teaser there.
trying to think what else is coming up soon. The Dark Soul expansions for the game are coming out soon by Steamforge Games. They keep pumping out updates for the Resident Evil board game, which I actually wouldn't mind trying. Obviously, Horizon Zero Dawn, which is done by Steamforge as well.
Yeah. Essence on the horizon.
Yeah, Essence
Yeah.
on the horizon.
It's on the list to eventually go.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Same with Gen Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gen Con, yeah. God, I've seen people come away from Gen Con with they go with an empty bag
Mm.
and they come back with a full bag because that's their allowance to get on the plane.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very lucky because a friend picked up the Transformers car game from Gen Con and the Gen Con pack,
Mm.
and I want to play Transformers because Transformers.
I do like Transformers.
But our local game shop isn't planning on stocking it,
Boo.
much like the Warhammer Age of Champions.
Mm.
Which reminds me, Age of Champions, or
Age of Sigmar.
Age of Sigmar
It
Champions,
is, yeah, Sigmar, isn't it?
it has a flip side which you can play on a device. So you can play the game online.
Oh, you can do it with lightsabers, yeah.
Yeah. It was in the beta until yesterday. It is now a full game now.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it wouldn't scan any of my cards, which was really annoying. But it is up. I'm sure they're working out the bugs. But that's another. Knowing that we can't. Well, you're not too fussed about it, are you, Tiny?
What?
Not Lightseekers.
I wouldn't mind.
Champions.
I love Lightseekers.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind playing it. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'd go out and buy it. But Lightseekers is great.
So I'm buying the second deck, am I?
No, that's not our heads at all.
no. But if GW would like to happily send a second deck, then we would greatly appreciate it.
All Lord of Acquisitions, get on that.
I'll send some emails.
Speaking of,
Yes, we will end this video and we will give you a special treat, which I will also stick in the video description as well.
Ooh.
Are you gonna say it?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we're just gonna put "ooh" in the video description. That's it. That's all you're getting.
I completely, my brain melted. So,
I'll circle it.
yeah, you'll say no. So we have set up a totally professional email address now to be able to send stuff to and from. It is badkarmacards, all one word, at outlook.com.
Yep. Antman will be keeping an eye on that. So please direct all your hate mail towards it.
Yep. It's linked to my phone as well, so I will have it with me all the time. So just send me really bad dad jokes as well, and then I can forward them to many people in my
yourself
contacts.
to dick pics as well.
Um, if they send them, we will delete and obviously report. And
Oh,
stuff
so
like that.
grown up.
Like it's one of them one things that we can't have.
I'm not allowed the email address because I would just send back pictures of Dick Van Dyke. Usually without Dick Van Dyke's permission. But yeah, so like I say, anybody who would like us to do any reviews on games, feel free to inbox us. Check us out on Twitter at Bad Karma Cards.
Yep.
On Facebook at Bad Karma Cards. I believe it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I've started up an Instagram account, and you can follow my adventures through the game we're going to show you in a minute, and my 40k adventures, which we're also going to do in a minute as well, really, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, feel free to follow us to your heart's content.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Beat me to it.
I like that. I like it. I like it. I like both.
Professionals.
I know.
And a thumbs up and a share and yeah.
Cake.
If you could send cake or just pictures of cake, that always makes me happy.
No, but then the cake is the lie.
Oh.
You knew it was coming. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.